So you know that scene in Inside Out when the dad brain's going, "Good job, gentlemen. That could have been a disaster." While the brain's going, "Well, that was a disaster."
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the dad brain this scenario was the producers. And the mom's brains were the critics.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So, we just got out of Collateral Beauty.
Oh, God. I'm ready to fall the fuck asleep.
Where do you even fucking start with this movie?
Can I start with something?
Go for it.
Okay. Let me describe what I thought of this movie by describing everything I did while I was watching this movie.
Was this before or after I threatened to poke you in the nipples if you fell asleep?
Oh, that'll come up. Okay. So, let's just kind of start with, as soon as the movie started, it was a struggle not to fall asleep. Like, I'm talking like the instant the credits were rolling. I was already like, don't fuss. I'm awake. Oh my God, I'm awake. And there was just kind of this part where, what was it, like, throughout the movie, it's just kind of this battle to stay awake, and, you know, because I have to watch the movie if I'm going to review this right.
Yeah.
And then, and then there was this one part where I did start dozing off a bit until Michael starts whispering to me, Matt, if I have to stay up through this shit, you have to stay up too. I will poke you in the nipple with a straw if you fall asleep.
Yep, and I meant it.
And that was around through the midway point. Or at least I think it was.
It felt like it.
Like, the movie was an hour and a half. It felt like 4 hours to me.
Yeah.
And, like, just like, there was just kind of this part where I felt like my sanity was slowly draining to me. And I was laughing about completely incoherent thoughts as I was watching, like, really, like, dramatic parts of this film. And it was
okay.
It was kind of taxing on my sanity. That's the main thing. Just
this movie doesn't have any sanity.
Yeah.
Fuck. We're okay.
So tired.
I think this is like the most pretentious,
asinine,
self-righteous,
full of itself.
Like pure Oscar bait. That's so
Oscar-bation.
That so completely fails at what it's trying to do. It's extraordinary.
I can't even tell what that movie was trying to do. None of it made sense.
It's trying to be a heartfelt, weepy movie. It's shamelessly manipulative. Honestly, kind of disrespectful to real people that go through this stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a absurdly long, well cast, well acted waste of time.
Yeah. The acting was good. Like, but
with this absolutely pretentious dialogue, and it's not a movie where there's any characters. It's every person has to have a monologue at some point. Mm-hmm. That feels like the entire purpose of this movie. Like, everyone is going for everyone's going for best supporting cast nominee. That is what every goddamn person's movie is trying to do.
I don't even think there was a lead actor.
I mean,
like,
Will Smith, I guess.
No, it's not. The story, he's not even the most active participant in his own story.
Hey, can we talk about how fucked up this concept is?
Yeah. Let's talk about what the story is before we get into that.
Because the trailer is wildly misleading. And
it is so misleading.
And somebody called, I saw something like Kotaku, called out this twist before we actually saw the movie. So a part of me suspected it's going to go one of two ways, and it went the worst way. Which is the whole concept of this movie, and by the way, everyone in this movie is awful.
In case we didn't make it clear.
Everyone in this movie is an awful human being. I mean, this movie sucks, but my point is, everyone in this movie is an awful human being, in general. Because the whole concept of this movie is Will Smith plays a character who's this part of his big ad firm, who has this, TED talk at the beginning of the movie to describe what's basically going to be the plot line for the rest of the movie, and how he believes the most important things.
Time and death.
I don't know what you did with a Texan accent, but maybe that's how you would do it.
I'm still trying to grasp back onto reality. This is a struggle for me.
We got we're doing a late double feature tonight, so we got a better movie coming later on.
All right.
In the meantime, we just got to suffer through this one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I figured all right, he's not going to want to see this when he finds out what it is. I'm going to tack on something good at the end to add an extra incentive.
Thank you. Thank you.
When everybody's such a dick, it's like, nah, man, I'm tired. I'm going to go home. But anyway, no. So like the whole movie's about Will Smith, who's this big hotshot business owner with Edward Norton. But except Edward Norton only owns 6% of the shares, and Will Smith owns 60 because of some hullabaloo. Meanwhile, flash forward 3 years later, his 6-year-old daughter has died from a rare cancer, rare form of cancer. Now, as someone who's had exposure to that recently, I have some issues with that portrayal as well.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get into that right now because for a whole bunch of reasons.
Yeah.
But anywho, but so he's just completely incapable of doing anything except make gigantic domino plate pieces, which again is just its own form of just dickery. Now, do not under any circumstances want to seem like I'm talking down to people struggling with that kind of stuff in real life.
Yeah.
However, the way that it's gone about in this movie feels so painfully manufactured, and again, just quite frankly disrespectful.
Yeah.
Of real life struggle through this. The fact that it makes this person just seem like it's just completely incapable of anything outside of apathy at this point in the game. And he's tanking the company. All his friends are in trouble. He is completely ignoring all of his responsibilities and responsibilities and everything. And that kind of grief something I will never understand. I'm glad I do not understand it. However, at the same time, I have a hard time personally believing a person that started out this high would have this level of apathy to the point where we won't even literally talk to anyone.
It's just like, what was it? The biggest thing I don't get about the movie. I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I might be going off on a tangent here.
Go for it. Please.
So what happens, because he's, being so unresponsive, he's not even doing work anymore. He basically spends all his time setting up these dominoes. His coworkers are like saying like, okay, we gotta get this guy like, what was it? We have to get him. Like, what was it? They had to get his, shares removed or something? Or
they had to show he was incompetent. And
they had to show he was incompetent.
Or insane.
Yeah, they had to show he was incompetent or not in his right mind, not able to be making big decisions for this company.
Yeah, because they want to sell the shares. That's their whole thing.
And so what they do...
And this is so fucked up.
So what they do is they hire 3 actors to, portray... sort of these metaphysical concepts
that
Will Smith's character writes letters to.
And I'm gonna stop right there for a second. Before you continue, because I gotta talk about these letters for a second.
Yeah.
And the fact that oh dear God, this is clearly written by somebody who has never had any emotional moment outside of a Linkin Park album.
Yeah.
Because the way these things are written, it is just pretentious monologue after pretentious dialogue.
Yeah.
It's painful. It sounds like it was written by a moody emo teenager.
Yeah.
And that was a joke I made to you at watching this movie. I was this feels like. I realize how angry this movie's made me the more I'm talking about it. I didn't get much emotional anything watching it, but now I'm outside really thinking about it. It's this movie is fucked up.
It is.
It is fucked up.
It's just, it's bad.
But
it's bad.
It's just morally fucked up. And it continuously tries to pat itself on the back. It's like, no, it was okay. It was okay that they did this horrible thing. That it was perfectly okay because it worked out in the end okay. No, they did a horrible fucking thing. But I'm going to get to that later because that's a rant you and I both share, I have a feeling.
We're going to get to that.
But anyway, he writes his sons like you are a paper tiger, or just all these just bullshit, philosophical nonsense, incoherent babble.
I'm sure if we had an actual philosopher or someone who studies philosophy watch this movie, they'd be like, yeah, that's just full of shit.
Again, none of this feels like authentic dialogue. This feels This feels like dialogue written by a screenwriter trying to get nominated for best screenwriter. Again, every bit of this is just cynical, manufactured, pretentious horseshit.
Yeah.
And then we're not even to the most fucked up part of the movie, which, okay, I'll let you continue your part.
Okay, so they hired these actors to play Death, Time, and Love.
Yeah.
And, what they do is they do this to sort of help them get proof or evidence that he's lost his mind, that he's incompetent to hold these shares. But the part I don't get is why they don't just explain to their boss that he spends all his work time playing with fucking dominoes.
I know, like, he clearly has not gone to a meeting in months, if not years.
He doesn't work. He spends all his time playing dominoes. Why is it so hard to get? Why do you have to go through these lengths?
I know, and like everyone is actively encouraging him, discussing the things with his delusions.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that was making me like kind of apprehensive going to the movies. Like, okay, either one, they actually are like love, death, and time.
That's what I thought it was going in. I thought that would have been good.
And people are
decent.
And people are actively encouraging him to discuss things with these obvious delusions. Mm-hmm. Or two, what they end up going with is friends are terrible people.
Yeah, they're just fucking assholes.
Who go out of their way to stab their so-called friend in the back by this horrible deception, and they're trying to twist it like it's a good thing that they did this horrible fucking thing.
It's dreadful. That's just...
Like, it's insulting.
That is such a dick move.
It's insulting how much the movie patronizes to its audience.
Oh my god!
And here's the thing: we don't really get to see anyone do how they were before the strategy. We get a 5-second scene and some video clips to say for their horrible, dumb twist at the end of the movie, which makes no sense.
That part of the movie was fucking dumb. This whole movie's fucking dumb.
Shyamalan level of dumb.
I mean, I want to talk about that in later detail when you say what the twist is.
Yeah,
it's just
because oh my god, this movie. But anywho, so yeah, Helen Mirren, Keira Knightley, and whoever the hell the third guy is, I don't know. Basically, they're washed up actors, basically trying to work in a piece of shit theater, trying to get a play off the ground. It's like, okay, good for them. Mm-hmm. But again, crossing some moral fucking gray area to do it. Because Helen Mirren apparently just gets really into it and perfectly justifies to herself why what she is doing is okay. Mm-hmm. And it's like, this is the role of a lifetime.
She actually reminds me a lot of one of my theater professors.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, there were some very, very close. There were some moments where I'm just like, oh my god, that is exactly what she would say about this.
And like,
Jesus
you have the
Christ.
other kid who is also like this punk ass little teenage wannabe. And again, for some reason, these actors seem to think just gonna play into character somehow means I know more about it than you do, and they constantly talk down to the other characters in this movie, especially like the teenage kid who just acts all high and mighty to Kate Winslet about. And
was that Kate Winslet?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh wait, no, that was someone else. Was Keira Knightley? That was the third.
That
actor.
was Love. That was she's playing Love.
Okay.
And Helen Mirren is talking with one of the other guys. I forget his name. I don't know the actor's name either. But anyway, he's
Pena. Michael Pena.
Michael Pena, and he's playing a character that is secretly dying of cancer. Mm-hmm. And again, instead of like, oh, I'm so sorry, and like respecting his space, respecting his privacy, these people just butt in head first into their goddamn business. And I wanted someone just looking at my face like, this is none of your fucking business. You do not have the right to talk to me about this.
I'm paying you money to do my morally gray task. Now carry it out and leave me be.
Now do not give me this self-righteous, pretentious little speech that you know about things you know nothing about.
This movie is just very taxing.
This movie can
kiss my ass.
Fuck. I'm sorry for new subscribers on here watching this.
We promise there's better stuff.
I don't know.
We're good people. We just saw a shitty movie.
Like people like the anger, so for new subscribers, like, oh, is this who this is? I'm like, it's a gimmick, guys. I apologize. I just wanted you guys to know right now.
He's actually angry. But
this is therapy for me.
Yeah, it's therapeutic.
It really is. Because honestly, if I did not have this,
you see, movie. This is how therapy works. People getting on camera in front of. Never mind. Fuck this and out.
This is the face of hope.
Thank you for bringing it back to a good movie, Michael.
Edge of 17. Go on.
You get watch Edge of 17. It's fantastic. But this fucking movie.
And like again,
everyone's just so awful.
Well, everyone's an awful to me, but all the actors are trying. They're trying really hard. And I can tell, like, even Edward Norton's trying to say what he knows is bad dialogue.
This is oddly enough.
I liked it better as a Jewish bagel.
Oddly enough, like, as far as, like, Edward Norton goes, I fucking hated his character, But as far as performance goes, just his performance, this is one of his better performances. It's just a really shitty character I do not like.
So awful.
Yeah.
It's so awful.
Just,
and again, it tries to justify so much of what it's doing. Even though, like, some characters, even in the movie, are pointing out, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, Keira Knightley's character, particularly, like,
Keira Knightley was the only character I liked in the movie, because she's like, guys, this is really fucked up. Why are we doing this?
Like, she's the one saying, like, no, this is wrong.
Yeah.
We are morally manipulating someone so we can get their company out from under them. That is, like, I don't care how you try to justify that. You are doing a morally horrible thing for a selfish act. And, like, don't get me wrong, Will Smith is being selfish in his own ways, although out of grief. But he is like, it's everyone's just doing awful things.
Yeah.
And it's hard to root for anybody when it's like, you're all awful. You're all awful.
Just all fucking terrible ass people. Especially Edward Norton. He was my least favorite. Just because he's a creepy motherfucker.
Just how he stalks everybody, how he stalks Keira Knightley multiple times.
There's a part where he's just like, can I kiss you? What?
I'm like, no, you can't.
I'm like, motherfucker, say what? And she's like, no, don't make this sexual. He's like, no, it's not. You can kiss someone without being sexual. I've had sex without being sexual. Back up.
This is why you're divorced.
Back up, motherfucker. I got mace. I'll spray your ass.
Like, fucking A. And then, like, especially with Rachel, with his daughter, where the daughter talks like an adult and adults talk like fucking children.
Yeah.
God.
I'll get a restraining order. What fucking kid?
I mean, maybe she's right.
I mean, yeah, that's I'd want a restraining order from that guy too, but...
And, like, there's even a part towards the end where everything just kind of comes to light, and they somehow digitally edit out the entities he's supposed to be talking to.
Because they wanted to make him look insane.
Which didn't need much to that.
Also, that's falsifying evidence, which is also incredibly wrong.
And I also don't know how they did it, because Helen Mirren should be right in the middle of a shot with Will Smith, and there's like, how did you get all the clothes to still be there? How did you put in perfect detail? Like, how did you do that?
I was thinking that too. I'm just like, that.
You can't even recreate an old character in Star Wars
that doesn't add
people
up.
out.
That doesn't add up, man.
Like, if I was looking for loopholes, I could be here all goddamn day with that.
Oh my god.
But even then, he looks over at, like, Will Smith, after realizing kind of what his shithead friends have done, looks at Edward Norton's like, you're my best friend, but I'm disappointed in you. Not for this. I'm like, really? Because I'd be disappointed.
I'd be fucking pissed about this.
I'd be really disappointed.
I'd be pretty fucking pissed. Like,
because, I don't know, I'd have some things to say.
I'd have some choice words. Just
but...
I was gonna have a moment, but you do your thing.
Sorry. But it all culminates in... By the way, this movie has like 10 endings.
Oh my god, don't... There was a point where I was just waiting for this
I was too.
I was literally praying to God for this fucking movie to end.
I was too. I was like, can we wrap this up?
I was literally just spiraling in my seat. Fucking end. Fucking end.
Just, even I was kind of just going to wrap it up. Like, it was literally just us and two other people in this theater, and I don't know why they fucking stayed.
I don't know.
I almost paid them to leave. But anyway, so it all culminates in this colossally dumb twist, where it turns out, throughout the movie, Will Smith makes a point to go to this grieving child counselor meeting. Like, it's group meeting.
Group therapy kind of thing.
Yeah, and he ends up having a connection with the head therapist there, and they talk outside, and then it turns out towards the end, it turns out that he was actually his wife at one point, and the one that died was their daughter. It's the whole justification for how they went about this is apparently Will Smith gave her a note that said, if only we could be strangers, and apparently she took that to heart. I don't know why this is never brought up before then, because even if she went through with this the first time, I feel like at some point Will Smith would go, what are you doing? What do you mean, who am I? Like, I feel like he'd be confused. But no, everyone just goes along with anything.
It's just like, it's like, if only we could be strangers again, and like, so they pretend to be strangers, but that's not how real people fucking work.
No,
when you marry someone, you have made a commitment to that person that no matter, like, even if you get divorced, they have made an impact on your life. You can never be strangers with that person again.
Apparently you can, according to this movie. This has clearly
fuck this movie. I'm sorry. I'm upset.
I'm upset too, man.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're in this together. It's okay. We'll see La La Land in a couple hours. It's okay.
It's okay.
It'll be okay, man.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Right.
Let me tell you my pretentious monologue about
Oh my
time.
God! Yes, yes. I have to spend about at least 20 minutes talking to you
And
about
I need to
death
look at
and
you.
love.
I need to look at you really smug while I do it. While I tell you
Yes.
Einstein's theory about time, because I'm suddenly an expert on this topic.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get some dominoes. I'll set them up. Like, it'll take me 5 days.
Fuck
but
this movie!
Fuck this movie.
Like, at no point during this 5-day domino building spree did somebody go, hey, let's get some coffee.
Listen, Howard, you don't work here. We are paying you money
And
to
you are
build dominoes. I understand that your daughter recently passed on. However, you are taking it about in the most piss poor and childish way imaginable.
There's no good way to grieve, but I promise I just don't believe a second of it.
Yeah, it's just all
Like,
it's all bullshit.
It's
It
like
really
that's what it is. It's just that's the real insult here is the fact that in the better writing, maybe you could have made this work if you actually acknowledge everyone's an asshole.
Yep.
If you stop trying to justify everything you're doing and just acknowledge you did a fucked up thing.
Yeah.
And don't try to immediately turn around and go, oh no, it's okay, it really is.
Don't do that.
It's like I've seen plenty of great movies involving grieving parents. It is a hard issue.
Yeah.
Like, there is no right or wrong way to grieve. But at the same time, this isn't about that. This is just manufactured, cynical bullshit.
Like, the thing is, this movie doesn't even really have a center or a focus.
No, and you don't know anyone by the time the movie is over.
Yeah. It's just all glopped together. Like, it's just, like, here are the pieces to make an Oscar-winning, drama. Just put them together and hopefully we'll have the pictures.
This is just a series of community college freshman monologues stapled together and put into a screenplay.
This movie is so fucking upsetting.
This is written by high schoolers who think they know the world but don't know a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
That's what this movie is. And I think that's why, like, the more I'm thinking about it, the more angry and insulted I'm getting.
Yeah, this movie is just fucking shit.
Because, this part's like Edge of 17. Like, you can clearly tell, like, that was a movie full of cliches, but it was written by somebody who knew what they were talking about.
Yes.
This is a movie that's supposed to, again, filled with cliches, except it's written by somebody who has no clue what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So it comes off as cheap.
Yeah, it's
and hollow.
Yeah, it's just it's all fake bullshit. I mean, like, man, like, Jesus Christ, this fucking movie. Like, I thought, like, what was it? The characters I would relate to would be the actors, but nah, they're fucking awful.
Everyone's awful.
I mean, the only actor what was it? The people playing the actors was Keira Knightley's character. Only person I ever had a slight liking to because she's the only person who acknowledged, okay, this is really morally wrong and we shouldn't do it.
And then she still does it.
And then she still fucking did it. And I'm just like, God damn it.
Because everyone's got to have a fucking monologue. You know what I'm reminded of?
What?
I'm reminded of an old episode of Doug. When, hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I'm reminded of the episode where Doug decides he's going to build a band. And, hear me out.
All right.
Don't get ahead of me.
I'm listening.
Don't get ahead of me.
I'm listening.
And
I'm listening.
He starts recruiting everyone from school, but there's at least 5 people that play drums, and instead of just picking one drum player, he picks all of them. This repeats for several other people. It kind of wackadoo instrument. He accepts every single one of them. And then one person says, wait, she gets a solo. Why don't I get a solo? She goes, fine, everyone gets a solo. Like, I kind of, you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
This movie is Doug's crappy band.
You put too many cooks in the kitchen, and at the end of the day, you got 60 souffles, and they all taste like shit.
You give 5 drums a solo. You just got noise.
Oh God, that's basically this movie. Okay.
I know it's weird how I made that analogy work. I came on that just now, and that makes more
my
sense than
God.
anything I just spent an hour and a half of my life watching.
Yeah. This review just culminates to you, like, ranting and having points and shit, and me occasionally having a point and just going, this fucking movie.
Isn't that most of our reviews in a nutshell?
Yeah, but, this fucking movie.
Yep.
Fucking shit-ass, shitty, crap-ass, motherfucking
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you.
cock-guzzling crap movie.
Cock-guzzling?
It's a new one. I'm working on it. I'm working on some new swears.
Keep working on it.
Yeah, okay. It's a Pussy Beagle-ass movie.
Beagle? What?
Okay, Pussy Beagle was actually something my brother came up with.
Beagle ass.
He was driving and he was mad at this other driver. He just shouts out, "You Pussy Beagle!" I'm like, what the fuck?
Where did the ass come from in that?
I don't know. I'm putting swear words together and seeing, it's like you want to insult something, but all you have are just a few swear words, so you just clop them up together, and then you make a shitty insult out of it. Like this movie.
Just want to move on to trailers.
Yeah, let's talk about trailers.
Because I don't know how much battery life I have in this camera, and I want to at least conserve some of it for a
Yeah.
good movie later.
Thank you.
Somebody got 20th Century Woman, which I only vaguely remember. That was the one like the mom in the 70s.
Oh, yeah, the mom who smokes and talks to her friends. Okay.
Yeah, that one. Sex and the City, but in the 70s.
Yeah.
That one looks so. I don't know. It looks like an indie movie.
I liked some of the feminist themes about it, but save that.
Right.
No.
Well, then we got a trailer for Monster Calls. I really want to see that.
That was the one with Liam Neeson. Right?
Yeah, that's Liam Neeson's
Yeah,
group.
that movie looked fucking awesome.
I know. I'm really looking
I
forward to that
really
one.
want to see that.
Yeah,
Yes.
like I'm so down.
That looks incredible.
For everything I've heard about that movie and everything I've seen, it's like, yeah, this movie is like ridiculously up my alley.
Yeah,
So,
I really want to see that movie. Like,
Alright.
the trailer was fantastic.
you know what else looks fantastic?
What?
The Case for Christ.
Okay.
It's a pure flicks movie. You know I'm gonna ask you to see that, right?
I'm fully aware. If it's not me, if it's not Grant, it's me. It's just
It's true.
okay.
I have asked Grant to see some pretty terrible things. Hey, buddy, you want to see 9 Lives?
Thank you for not taking me to 9 Lives.
You are welcome. Although you did apparently miss one of the best reactions Grant's ever seen me do to a scene where I literally got stuck on a face for 20 minutes.
Fucking serious?
Like, I went from the beginning of the climax to the end to when I walked back to the car. I had this face. Like, even now, just thinking about it, it just...
Fuck, I want to see this movie now.
It's back.
Just to see what made that face.
Oh, you'll know. You'll know when you get there. You'll fucking know. Yeah, so the Case of Christ, it's a Pure Flix movie. It doesn't look very good.
Yeah.
It's one of those, you know exactly what you're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
Although Pure Flix can be surprising in not good ways, but in ways.
Yeah.
Then we got The Founder, which I'm actually totally down for that movie.
What was The Founder?
That was the
again?
Michael
What was
Keaton McDonald's movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So Michael Keaton doing some weird ass accent. I'm down.
Yeah, that looked pretty cool.
I mean, Michael Keaton can make a cliche as fuck line in the Spider-Man trailer sound sinister.
Which line was that?
I'll kill you and everyone you love. Which is as cliche fucking goes. But it's Michael Keaton saying
Yeah,
it.
Michael. I love Michael Keaton.
Me too.
Yeah.
Then we got
Founder looks cool.
and Life. That was the one with that was a space movie with the space sperm
Oh,
that
yeah.
attacks the space people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like...
I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks like another one of those thrillers.
Yeah, it's just like... they literally just kind of shoehorn it into the trailer. Yeah, the black guy dies first. I'm just like, okay, then. It's one of these movies.
Yep. And then the last trailer we got was Silence, which is a new Martin Scorsese film.
Oh, yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, like, you know, we're
I
kind of
wanna
like,
see that.
you and Karen were like, I don't know about this, and it's like Martin Scorsese, like, ooh, like, okay, interest.
Ha-ha! There we go.
I think it was the joke I made to you. It's like, it has like,
Oh, is
be
it
like people saying
Spider-Man,
Satan-
Kylo Ren, and Satan walk into a church?
Yeah. I think I made a similar joke in Spotlight when I said, Okay. Sabretooth, the Hulk, and Batman walk into a church. The sounds looks pretty good. I'm down for that.
That looks really
That
cool,
also has Liam
yeah.
Neeson in there, so I'm down for that.
It's like...
Liam Neeson in good movies. That's what I like to see.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, that's the last trailer we got. So do you got any final thoughts for...
Yeah, just fuck this movie. I really do not. This is such a terrible, insulting ass movie. And it's dreadful, and it's literally the longest thing I've watched. I'm sure if I watch Lord of the Rings, a movie that is actually physically longer than that movie, it won't feel as long. I guarantee it.
I agree. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be on my top 10 worst or not. I really have to make a list.
Please put this in the top 10 worst.
If
This movie deserves to be in the top 10 worst.
Probably just on principle alone, I'll probably put it on there. Although they're like, as far as movies, I got a stronger emotion. I don't know. I think I need to let this movie fester with me for a bit.
Okay, yeah.
It's like Batman vs Superman. The more I think about it, the more it's like, yeah, that really did suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, then what's okay? We got La La Land in a couple hours, in like an hour or
Yeah.
so that'll be good. That'll be a good return for him.
All right.
So, see you guys in a little bit, I guess.
Toodles.
Bye.
Bye.